Hi, this is Ty Simpkins, and you're listening to Jurassic Cast Podcast.
Right, so we want to welcome another Jurassic World guest to the show, Mr. Ty Simpkins, who played Gray in Jurassic World. Thanks for joining us, Ty.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, cool. Right, so Jurassic World is now out. It's a mega hit around the world. Was it like the third biggest film in the world at the moment? I mean, how do you feel?
It feels it's amazing, you know. I'm still kind of confused on what's going on, and it's cool.
It must be mad, you know. I mean, we've seen things of you saying, you know, you're a big Jurassic Park fan and that, and then you're in the film, and then obviously it's like a mega smash hit, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself like 2-3 years ago before it'll come along, I mean, it's sort of unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, how did the role come about? Did you audition? I mean, did they reach out?
Well, funny story. I just got done filming Iron Man 3, and we were visiting my sister's set. And Colin gave me a Skype call, and he told me about the project. Then, a few years later, he brought me in with Nick as I think like a chemistry test. So yeah, I kind of auditioned, I guess.
I mean, you did a good job. Obviously, the final product is awesome.
Yeah, man. Ty, again, congratulations on Jurassic World. Absolutely loved the movie and had the pleasure of seeing it now a number of times. I was going to ask, what was Hawaii like? Like, so obviously it's a very different place to film. Are there any particular memories that are special to you, and anything cool happened whilst you were filming?
Probably the first day when we first showed up on set. We actually filmed the petting zoo scene first at Honolulu Zoo. That's probably one of the, either that or the Gyrosphere Valley, because that's actually mostly what we did in Hawaii.
Okay, cool.
So,
and the rest was in New Orleans, was it, when you were filming?
Yeah.
Yep.
New Orleans. New Orleans is really cool. That's where all the sets were and stuff. There was like the original Jurassic Park Center, the new one. It was just awesome.
Yeah, what did that feel like to see those sets, you know, for the first time? Like, what was your sort of impression of it all when you saw it? Because I guess if that was me, that'd be pretty emotional seeing the sort of remade visitor center and all that sort of thing.
It was awesome. You know, like I made sure before that day I watched the movie the night before just so I could see everything and how it's left, and it was pretty much the same besides, you know, all the trees, and it was very hard to keep myself from smiling the entire time in the scene.
Was there anything when you were watching the original sort of like, right, I'm going to see how accurate they were, you know, I'm going to see if they get all these little points right and that?
Yeah. One thing that I did notice is that the two Jeeps that are in the garage that we take out, actually, they are the same Jeeps that pick up the main cast from the original from the helicopter, which I think was pretty cool. Like, they had this, like, the same numbers and stuff.
I think when sort of like production was going on, sort of like Twitter was going sort of like on fire because them Jeeps had been spotted sort of around Hawaii, and sort of like the fan base were like trying to figure out which ones they were. They were like, oh, this is number so-and-so, so that must have been in these scenes in the first films.
Yeah.
It must have been like sort of the great, like kind of like walk around and seeing all that sort of stuff. It must have been like, I don't know, like a museum or something in a way, you know, getting to see all this kind of like crazy stuff. You've seen it like so many times before in the original films and that, and then you just get to see it all again. It must have been so cool.
Yeah, no, it was really, really amazing. When I remember when we actually got to drive in the Jeep, it was just awesome because it's just because these Jeeps are so like iconic, and you know, people remake their Jeeps to look like that Jeep, and just to be driving in one was awesome. I actually did get to drive one of them off off camera.
That's what I was going to ask. Did you trust Nick's driving?
Nick's driving. I don't know, because he usually just drives around a moped. So,
Yeah.
but no, it was good. It was good. He had a stunt driver with him, and he took him through.
When you was driving around in your head, did you just hear like the music, like the da-na-na-na-na, like the whole time?
I was thinking about that the entire time, and sometimes actually when we were filming, just to get the feel, randomly they would actually just put on that music, and it was so hard not to smile because it's just so weird. Like all of a sudden you just hear that, and you're in the jungle and you're filming a Jurassic Park movie, and you realize that you're actually doing it.
Yeah, I was going to say the 3D goggles. What am I talking about? The night vision goggles you picked up. I mean, do you know, were they the original ones from the film, or were they sort of remake?
They weren't. There's only two in the world actually. The one that was used in the original is somewhere with Steven Spielberg. I don't know where. It's probably in his house or like in some kind of like catacomb thing.
Caves of the Lost Ark.
Oh, yeah, and then there's the one that I picked up. So it was pretty cool to actually be able to hold one of those, because not many people can say that they do that.
I think there's not many people can say they've been to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World either. So
yeah,
just thinking of the filming, and Ty, this might be difficult to answer just in case other people are listening, but in your opinion, who was the coolest person on set?
Coolest person on set. I think me, actually. I was
well played.
Good answer.
But everyone was really cool. The stunt coordinator was pretty cool. He helped me out a lot because I hate heights. When we were on top of that waterfall, it was just hard because Nick actually leaned over at one point to make it look like we were about to jump, and I couldn't do it. Oh my god, it was so freaky.
A lot of the fear you had in the shot where you're like, oh, I can't do it, that was probably real.
Yeah, it was. I mean, another thing is I was just really uncomfortable to be on top of there because that was right before a take where I actually did kind of like freak out. So I was kind of just trying to get off that waterfall as soon as possible.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, it made for a damn good scene, at least.
I mean, what was it like working for Colin? I mean, we've had him on the show a couple of times now, and he's just a great guy to talk to. He's just so enthusiastic. I mean,
Colin's really cool. He really kind of just says what he wants, and then it's really helpful. He's a really good director, and it's so amazing that it's only his second film that he's done. So that's really awesome.
That's what I mean. He done sort of Safety Not Guaranteed, small budget indie movie with pretty much no visual effects, no action in it, and then you probably couldn't tell that it was sort of like his first big movie.
Yeah. That's I thought that was like he was like that. I don't even know how he got that, but that's just amazing, and I'm so happy he did because I just got to just to work with him was just awesome.
I think you're seeing it a lot in Hollywood now, rather than going for experience. These big films, they're going for creative and talented people, which is always good because the end results, like Jurassic World, are amazing.
It's a bit more of a fresh, so it keeps it sort of fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what he does with Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh, excellent.
That's gonna be cool.
Oh yes. It's amazing to see, sort of going on to another sort of big old blockbuster. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one really in the public eye know what's going on with Jurassic World 2. I mean, how would you like to see Jurassic World 2 go? What would you like to see, just in your opinion?
Well, I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to tell anyone. But what I would like to see happen with it, it's not going to happen. Basically, Vincent D'Onofrio's character, Hoskins, his dream kind of comes to life, and he weaponizes all these dinosaurs. And this is for my enjoyment. If I were to make this, it would be for me. And basically, it's just like at the end, it turns out that dinosaurs just turn on everyone, and this is eventually going to happen if they keep doing this. And it's like a dinosaur terrorist hunting program.
Oh yeah.
Chris Pratt's character gets eaten by a T-Rex, so they turn to you and Nick to take on the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Sounds like you put a lot of thought into that.
I actually did. The entire time I was pitching that to Colin, he was just like, "I'll think about it." Just like, you're not gonna think about it.
That's just happening.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, this is gonna happen.
How does it feel to have your own Lego character, man? That's awesome.
Oh my god, I was so excited. I mean, on the way home from when we actually got the Legos, I just started building not my full set, but just like the gyrosphere and my minifigure. And when I first got the Lego game, I think I completed it within 2 days. And I just thought it was fun, and just having a Lego character is really cool. And because I've always wanted a Lego character of myself.
Everyone tries to build themselves as a Lego character, but you didn't need to.
I mean, I have tried to do that in the past, but they just never got my hair right. But they gave me Frodo hair, which is really funny. They gave me the same hair as Frodo's.
Oh, no way, man. That's pretty good.
Have you been playing the game much?
Yeah. I'm trying to find Lego, like the golden brick things, and just creating dinosaurs, playing as dinosaurs usually. And I just got Lego Dimensions, so that has a Jurassic World thing on it.
Yeah, that looks awesome, that game. I haven't played it yet.
Crazy, yeah.
I was thinking it's no longer about the whole Hollywood Walk of Fame anymore, is it? It's not about like getting your name on there. It's all about getting a Lego character.
Getting a Lego.
It's all about
Chris
exactly.
is the first one to actually have 3 Lego characters.
Oh
he
man,
has
of course.
Star-Lord, he has Emmett from the Lego movie, and he has Owen.
He's getting so far ahead of everyone else. It's crazy.
And the weird thing is, it was all in like 3 years, literally 3 years, like straight.
You hit the hat trick, Lego hat trick there, and no doubt it's going to continue. But how's Chris?
Chris is really cool. He's really nice. Like online, you could like find little like gifs of Chris snapping my neck. Chris is like, I remember I was saying, he asked me like what we were talking about presidents, and he said, what would you do if you were elected? And I went on this whole like thing that took me 3 days to just explain, and it was all right off the top of my head. And then Nick said that he was going to assassinate me if I did become president. But yeah, just offset, he would just crack jokes. He would dance. Chris is awesome. I had my birthday party at his house.
No way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was a pool party.
Nice.
Was he like dressing up did he have the Star-Lord costume there and he was dressing up, or did you?
No, but we did take his pug and we put a birthday hat on him.
Nice.
Awesome.
You should get that on a t-shirt. I had my birthday party at Chris Pratt's house and we put a hat on a dog.
Yeah.
On a pug even. I got a question. It's from a friend of the show, Justin Peterson. He asked, did you keep any props or souvenirs from the set?
At the end of the set, they gave me every color of the wristband.
Yeah.
And on set, I pretended to lose a dirty wristband because I didn't know if I was get to keep them. So I have a dirty bracelet of mine. Also, we found shotgun shells that they were like training to use for the movie. They have a bullet, so that's cool.
Yes, was it sort of particularly strict on the on sort of letting people take props and that sort of thing? Was it hard to smuggle it out, or was it just a quick?
It was pretty easy. It was just a little wristband. But the shotgun shells, they were harder. We thought that that the airport kind of took them out of our bag because, but they didn't. We still have all of them. So
I mean, what was sort of like the Main Street set like? I mean, did you it must have been fantastic to see it. Like live and that. I mean, you see things like
awesome. I'm just like the Ben and Jerry's there, or not Ben and Jerry's. Dave & Buster's. They had a Dave & Buster's there. It was fake, but there were real video games in there.
Yeah.
And when we were filming on that section of the Main Street, we Nick and I we played that game, and
so you had it all there waiting for you, so you couldn't resist.
Did they not put any of like the Jurassic Park arcade games in there?
No, they didn't. It's kind of weird. They should have.
It's an Easter egg.
Sort of Inception-y.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did like the Ben and Jerry's have real ice cream in it, or was it just all sort of like cardboard inside?
It wasn't cardboard. It was wood. There was supposed to be, but
that was all digitally added in afterwards.
Yeah, there was craft services in there though. They had ice cream at craft services.
You were never too far from any. So from what you're saying, it sounded like you had like a really kind of like a really close sort of I don't know, like almost like a family or something going on with like the crew and that. So what was it like when you actually sort of like wrapped filming and that sort of thing? It must have been sort of sort of weird, like not going back to the sets and stuff and filming? What was that like?
Wrapping always sucks because you always make a family unless you're on like a 2-day shoot. But yeah, wrapping always sucks. It's always really sad because usually you see these people every day, and then you're gonna be seeing them once in a while on a movie set or something. But yeah, it's always fun when you see them again. I've actually been seeing the video guy on a lot of movie sets I'm working on, which is really funny. So like in a row, let's see. So I filmed Jurassic World, and then I filmed this one movie called The Nice Guys, and he was on that, which is really funny. So it was like 2 in a row.
It's like a real reunion going on.
Yeah, we had Thanksgiving together, so it was pretty cool.
On sort of like coming to the end of it, I mean, what was your favourite part of the film? I mean, and also like, what was your favourite scene like that you done that?
I'd say the waterfall scene was my favorite that came out, and my favorite to film was either the entire sequence with the Jeep or the scene when we're in the back of the truck fighting off the raptors.
I've got to say, Ty, every time I see that film, when you go to put out your hand to hold Nick's hand, like everyone laughs, like every time. It's just like a classic.
Like that was improvised. I really wanted to do that. I don't think maybe I asked Colin and he didn't answer or something. I forget, but. That I just did that on my own because I just thought it would be funny. So
that's really good, really good.
Yeah, I mean, every screening I've gone to, everyone that gets the biggest laugh of the film to me, like in the screenings I've been. So well done for putting that in there.
Thank you.
All right, okay. Has anyone else got anything they want to ask Ty before we wrap up?
Just good luck for the future and best of luck with The Nice Guys and.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, Ty. We really appreciate it, and as I said, we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah, excellent, man. Thank you, for coming on the show and that. And yeah, it's really good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you guys too. Thanks.